Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to a brand new session of this course. We are going on with the advanced session of the course. By this, I mean we are going to go through a more of a higher level of education. We have a beginner course in which I taught you guys the absolute basics of trading. Again, very important. So if you haven't watched that first, please watch that because I do want you guys to not be confused with anything I do say in these sessions, right? I'm approaching this in a way I'm thinking you guys know the basics, so I don't need to explain too much. But yeah, this is going to be the first session of the course, episode 1. I want you guys to engage with me, hit the like button, drop a comment, subscribe, and let's learn together. So in this first session of this course, what are we going to do? What does the entire course actually entail? And yeah, we're going to have approximately 18 episodes within this advanced session where I go through most things you need in order to become a good trader. Again, my goal is to take you from that beginner level to advanced to become more comfortable with your entries and exits. At the end of these 18 episodes, I'm planning to do a quiz. And yeah, we have like a fun kind of session. And my plan is to upload 2 episodes a week. Mainly on probably a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and a Sunday. 2-3 a week, and see how that goes. Now let's start off with an overview of this session and what I'm going to go throughout the session. We are going to discuss how day trading works because I do believe that's important. I'm going to discuss it too in more in depth, so not just the basics, buy and sell. Why do most traders fail? Something we need to touch into. As a beginner, you probably won't know this much. As an advanced trader, it's important to kind of control your mind. S&R flip, again, I'll explain this throughout the presentation. Importance of HTF, higher time frames, entries and exits based on S&R flip, and then range S&R. And I'm going to explain this throughout the session. And yeah, guys, grab a drink, grab anything you have. You could pause this video, and then you could enjoy a nice session to get started with the advanced course. Now, how does day trading actually work, right? So day trading, the number one main thing is, and the easiest thing to know is, you're going to have a buyer and you're going to have a seller. But that could be for day trading, that could be for swing trading. There will always be a buyer and seller. For day trading is, you're buying and selling within the same trading day. You're taking advantage of the volatility. You're taking advantage of price moving fast, lower float plays, and essentially, let's say the day starts at 4 a.m. pre-market, it ends at 4 p.m. to 4-5 p.m. based on the NYC timings. That's after hours. So during that session, that's the day. You don't want to hold any of these stocks overnight. You're just strictly day trading. You're in and out of play. For me, as an advanced trader, I'm in a trade for 5 minutes probably max, and then I hold runners, right? Sometimes I'm in longer, sometimes I'm in for a short period, but I'm aiming for the 7%. For swing trading, you probably aim for a lot more, 15-20% first target. I'd aim for like 5 to 7% first target, let my runners run, and really take advantage of that money. Now, again, it's all about the volatility as a day trader, right? That's what we focus on. As a swing trader, you won't focus on how volatile. On the contrary, actually, as a swing trader, you probably focus on less volatile plays because you don't want to be involved in big swing ups and big swing downs. So it's something you want to try avoiding because you want it to be stress free. Whereas the day trader, you probably want more volatility, so you could get those bigger moves, right? And then day trading, you'd get a lot of PR during day trading. So promotion from companies which help move the stock up. But yeah, that's what you kind of get with the bid-ask spread, and etc. So if you want to know more about bid and ask, again, go to the beginner sessions, which will go through anything in detail. Now, why do traders actually fail, guys? And what do you guys think traders do wrong within this time period of their starting of the trading career, right? If you guys got any answers or you want to get involved in the session, again, you could drop it in the comments below why you think traders fail. Because I really want you guys to get involved, right? I don't want to just be giving you education without you guys actually getting excited, getting involved. It kind of motivates me to put out more content for you guys. but there's a saying going, 95% of day traders fail. There are 4 key things I picked up on, right? Number 1, no risk management plan. By that I mean, traders enter a trade without a stop loss, and that is like jumping into a sparring session without headgear. That is like, I don't know, jumping. That's like picking up a hot pan without gloves, right? It's plain stupid. That's I'll be honest with you. As a day trader, it's stupidity to not have a stop loss. Reason being, a play could go down 15-20%. You can end up becoming a bag holder. What's the point? You're a day trader, right? No discipline. That's another reason why. So traders, what they expect is they expect to become a millionaire one night. Trading is a journey of hardship. It's a journey of commitment. It's a long journey of struggle, and in a way, it's a life, right? It's a way of life. And what I mean by that is people with less discipline in other disciplines. So in your life, if you're not a disciplined person, you will not make it in trading. Trading is all about being disciplined and not being emotional, right? So traders also don't have the ability to make quick decisions. What I mean by this is, as a day trader, you need to make sure your head is in the right place. If your head is not in the right place, you're gonna go on a huge downward spiral, and you can blow your account. Another one is no patience. Again, like I explained earlier, they want to become millionaires of one trade. With day trading, it's about compounding your gains, taking your time, keeping your risk managed, and essentially bringing all the tools together, right? Guys, think about it, right? If you could become a millionaire from trading overnight, wouldn't you see a lot more millionaires, like genuine millionaires, where traders are like, okay, this is so easy, I'm a millionaire, I got this, I got that house, I got a car, this car, blah blah blah. You wouldn't even see people online bragging and doing anything if it was that easy. And I'm being honest with you guys, it takes absolutely years to do well at trading. It takes a lot of time, and time is money. Time is valuable, and time is what you have. You have time regardless of your age. I don't care how old you are, you have time. Trading is something which takes time, and once you actually become patient and consistent, you can pay yourself a good salary. Now we look at this chart here, right? This kind of like this graph. So look, and this is describes 99% of you. It even described me when I started my trading journey. Big dreams. I was honestly very happy with everything going. Month 2, I'm still doing very well. Then it starts to slowly fade away. I win and lose, but mostly lose though. And then boom, that's it. Everything crashes. I'm like, oh damn, I'm holding on to plays, I'm back holding, give up, leave. But what I did was, I was here. A lot of you guys might be here as well, right? I reversed everything. I was like, you know what? Let me start again. Let me actually take this serious. Let me become disciplined, and let me actually take my time. I started off with my trades. I used to use like $100 per trade, $50 until I actually became a good trader. I used such a less amount that some days I was not gonna lie, I was like, you know what, is this worth it? But I was like, you know what, in the long run, think smart, think ahead, and if I make it and this is legit, like this is something to make a career out of, I could increase my size over time, and that's what I've been doing now. Now, when I say risk management is king, right? This is what separates a beginner from an advanced trader. Literally, this is what separates a beginner from an advanced trader. Why? Now look at this, guys, right? Account value 5,000, PDT now is 1 day, so you have no excuse to be like, oh, I'm stuck with the pattern day trading, dude, I can't do it. You can do it. You can easily do it. So let's say you have an account value 5,000. Not everyone will have 5,000, but this is just for argument's sake. You take a maximum 3 trades daily because you're a disciplined trader. $1,000 per trade, which is going to settle into the next days. 2 losses in a row equals done. No more trades. Max daily loss, $100. So that's what? $100, 5% per trade stop loss. Daily win goal of more than $150. So 7% target. And look, what if you do something like this? On Monday, you have a really good day, $70, $70, $70. And Tuesday you have a bad day, right? So you're still making $110 on those 2 days, which is really good. And as you have so what people don't understand is, right, you will have a higher success rate, a very high success rate from day trading if you play high conviction plays. High conviction plays meaning your best setups, right? A lot of people have low success rates because they don't play their best setups. My success rate in the last week was about 86%. The week before that was about 70%. And in September it was at 95%. Last month it was about 73%, right? So what I've learned is I will have a high success rate because I'm playing my A+ setups. No matter what, my success rate is good and I'm happy. So that's what you guys need to focus on. Now look, you do not need to be right all the time as well. 2-to-1 profit loss ratio, this is what you kind of want to aim for. So 33% to break even. You can have a 1-to-1 profit loss ratio, which is still good for day trading, by the way, because the success rate is bound to be very high. And then you got a 1-to-2 profit loss ratio, 66% to break even. Beginner mistake, like I discussed earlier, is trading without the stop loss. Trading without, it's like going bungee jumping, whatever. When you jump from the plane and you go without any safety gear, you're gonna die. You're gonna fall straight down. You're gonna die. You're not surviving, right? And this is what is with trading. When you have a stop loss, you're gonna lose money, and you're gonna lose. So remember this, guys. Your number one lesson is risk management. And what is risk management? Risk management is king. It is king. It always will be king. And yeah, nothing beats risk management. And that's me being honest with you guys. Now, let's go to the 2-to-1 golden ratio. So you do not want to enter any trade if it does not meet your risk to reward. So when you have this risk to reward, you do not enter a trade. What do I mean by this? Let's say you have an entry on a trade. Let's do GME for heaven's sake, right? And let's say you want to enter the stock, but the stop loss is telling you 10%, and your normal stop loss is 5%. You simply do not enter this trade because it does not meet your risk to reward ratio, right? It's that simple. It does not matter. I don't care if you're feeling formal. I don't care if you want to enter and you're forcing yourself. Hell, if you're forcing yourself, buy one share, but don't enter this trade. Become disciplined. Become a master of your mind. Control your mind. Control your goddamn mind. And it's not, honestly, it's not hard to do, man. A lot of people say, oh, I can't control my mind, I'm weak. Then why? You're just mentally weak. Why is this? Right? You need to toughen up your mind, and you need to be an adult, essentially. You're an adult, right? Most of you guys are most likely adults on here. And yeah, just think long term. Don't think short term. Let's go to our education side. SNR flip. What is an SNR flip? In basic terms, support equals resistance. So this is when the price of an asset falls below support, right? So it drops below support and reacts to this as resistance, wants to push this level again. And why is this so important to understand? Now you look at this, right? We broke below. We retest that exact level which was previously support, and you break down. A lot of traders make the mistake, breaks down, they enter as it's approaching that level, and it goes down, and they're like, oh my god, why did it bounce for this demand zone? Look, there's a demand zone here, right? There is a demand zone here, but why didn't it bounce? No, we just rejected resistance. Technicals matter, and this is what technically it was supposed to do. It rejected the resistance and it popped down. So this is very important to understand. I will be going over this on Webull. At the end of the session, I will be giving you examples as we go along. RNS flip is resistance turns support, and this is when price breaks an area of resistance and retests as support. So these are an example. 1, 2, we break out, we test, and we break out again. So it's very simple. And again, I'm going to go over these examples in more detail on Webull. But for now, I'm just going through these slides. How to enter using this. Again, I'm going to explain this on Webull as we go along. But entering long, entering short, I'm going to give you both examples on how to do this, because that's how I advance. Now, I'm going to discuss major levels, right, and the importance of it. It is so important you mark your daily levels on your chart. Why I believe you should do this is because these daily levels, if you add under a daily level and price rejects this level, there is a very, very high chance price will not follow through. So it's very, very important you guys use that perfect setup by waiting for daily level breaks. Again, I'm going to go over examples on Webull and you guys will see this. Daily levels are levels of significant resistance on support. Why? Because it accounts for the full days resistance and support. So that's the entire volume for that day. And the price it rejects or the price it holds are going to be the most prominent levels on the entire chart. Now, a week daily. I'm going to give you an example on Webull as we go along. There's lots of resistance levels. It's below the EMAs, low volume. So basically it has no pull, it has no push. And when it has lots of resistance levels, it could reject off anything. A strong daily is gap fills, nice daily volume, and it's over all the daily resistance levels. So the next daily level is a lot higher, right? So let's just say for a strong daily, you have resistance at 1.1, you break that, and your next resistance is 1.8. A weak daily, let's say you have resistance at 1.1, and your next resistance is 1.15. That's a weak daily, at 1.2, 1.25, right? So that means it's not cleared any levels. Now, let's go through examples, right? I want to go through these examples with you in more detail. Let's just go through these examples. Okay, let's start off with our SNR flip. I'm going to go with support turn resistance first. I'm just going to go over these charts. Okay, here. So our first example will be support turn resistance and how we could use this to our advantage. Now we pull out some charts. Look at the 5-minute chart. TPGI, SMX. You could use, let's just find something we could use. Okay, this is a good example to use of support turn resistance, right? Now you look at this chart here. What is this? This is an area of previous resistance. We break up, we come down, we hold this level. Look, we're holding this level. We do drop down a bit, but then we reclaim, we close back over, and bang, it hits 5.17. So this is support turn resistance, and it's a good example to use. Again, let's just try finding some more examples. Another example just here. Look, here. So this is resistance. It breaks up, it holds, and it just holds a support now. Like the price here is struggled to break down, and bang, at 9.38. Let's use another example here. This is a perfect example. BTCS. Look, we break this level, we hold. So resistance, 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 break, support, support, 4.19. So this is what you call resistance turn support, right? And this is the bullish sign. Now let's do support turn resistance. So when you look for charts that show weakness and charts that broke down, it's gonna be a bit hard to find. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's gonna be hard to find because I don't really have those charts on my watch. Recent view. Let's go to our recently viewed charts in case we do find anything. UDA, MSTI. Again, let's just do that. TNXP, MSTR, what a beast, what an absolute beast. SIRS, IPRX, BTCT, hello. That's where I look for the plays that kind of resistance turned to support turned to resistance. So it broke down and it just never followed through. That's what we're going to try to find, you know. CHR. A lot of these charts are bullish, so I've got my chart. So let me quickly go through the Webull gain trade that didn't pull through. And then from there we could find any charts that potentially did the patterns we did not want it to do. Okay, I got one. I'm sure I got this one. PRFX. This is a good example. This is a very nice example. So now we use this here. It's just here. Now you look at this. So support, up, breaks down, uses it as resistance, breaks, retests, bang, down. That's a very good example. That is a very, very good example. Now look, let's get to our polyline. Up, see, look here, 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 breaks down, retests, down. So that's a good example of something which was previous support and it turned to resistance. That's where a lot of people, traders, would enter here thinking it's reversing and they'd get caught on the downtrend. So just keep that in mind always, okay? Make sure you guys always keep that in mind. But how do you enter using this, right? And I'm gonna give you some long examples because we're primarily long traders. So now let's do this. Let's go back to our watch list and let's do examples. For example, ACRS. Now we know this is a previous area of resistance, turn support. what we want to start doing is we're going to start finding a bullish pattern. Now, an example on this would be, because I learned this today, will be a downtrend break. Price held this level, we over VWAP, we close above, we enter at 4.11, 4.12. Once we enter the level, we look left of area's resistance. 4.37 is an area resistance, but we could aim for 5 to 7% from entry. And yeah, we could enter and hit our targets. So that's an example of an entry. Another example is BTCS. You could either enter, you could wait for a break, you could wait for a retest. If it's holding this level and it's above, you could look for entries. You could just enter and you keep a 5% stop loss. Your stop loss is very important, making sure your stop loss is under levels of support and not above. Let's try giving you another example. These might be the only examples we have on this one for now. But yeah, those two are your main examples on how to use these for entries. So this could be another example here. Look, resistance, hold that support. It forms a nice pattern, a wedge. Just here, look, just here we get a wedge. Closes back above our 9, and look, it continues on. So that's another good example of using this chart. Now, let's look at the major levels. What's the importance of major levels? And I want to show you guys some examples of this. Daily, week, we do week ones, we do the best ones, we do the weak ones, strong ones. Let's start off with our alert today. This is a strong daily. Why is this a strong daily? Let's just remove this. So remove some, so it's a bit more clear for you guys. Okay, why is this a strong daily? We break this resistance. Now look left, right. What we're seeing, nothing, 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 up until this gap fill at 4.7. So this is a very good daily. Now let's look at another daily. Let's look at let's look at a daily. Let's look at, I want to see Mullin. So Mullin used to have a horrific daily. The daily of Mullin always been horrible. I don't know about now, but this daily was never good. Daily's a lot better now. So looking at this daily, right, I would look over there above 3.5, but I like this daily. This daily has room. Why? There's not a lot of resistance level. Looking left, these are all just selling candles, but there's not a lot of resistance and not a lot of consolidation. Now let's look at a daily that's probably not as great. Like this daily, for example, XCA. To me, it's not a weak daily because the volume is very, very low looking left. So I'm not going to use that example. I'm going to use an example where there's a lot of bearish volume. Fifi might be an example. Fifi daily is not bad. There's not a lot of bad dailies, to be honest with you, that I'm seeing. But I'm going to try giving you guys an example. Let's look at AMD, because it might be a bit better for you guys to look at AMD. So AMD daily, for example, right? I wouldn't day trade this. Reason being is we've not broken out of any significant level. Look, and let's just say I enter here, we could reject off this level here, which is 141. We could reject at 144. We could reject at 150. So there's no clear like push on this, right? So this is a good example of a poor daily chart. If I was to day trade this as a swing trade, it's better. This is just an example. So I'll give you an example without actually. So let's just do this, right? So I'll give you an example of a good daily and poor daily using illustration purposes. So now let's pretend this is a daily level here. This is a good one, and the next daily level we see is here, right? And look, the reason why this is a good daily chart is, let's just say it's here, resistance, breaks out, that's it. It has room to run. But now let's say the daily is like this. Resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. This is a lot harder to trade. Why? We break, right? We hold, and we could only run into that before rejecting a level. Then let's say we try getting our $4, we could reject 4.1. So you know what I mean, you know what I'm trying to say to you guys. So when you look at daily, you want to look for the next level to be a lot further away from your levels of entry. Now, again, always consider that. But I hope you guys, again, this has been an amazing session. If you have any questions, you can pop it down in the YouTube comments below. A nice long 25-minute session. I want to keep very long sessions on these charts. But I'm happy you guys are sticking around. If you did stick around, you could drop any questions in the comments. And yeah, let's have a great 17 more episodes. I'll catch you guys in the next session. Peace.